Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how I draw Batman Beyond. Alright, I'm going to start here. I'll start every drawing. We're going to put the head in there. Come down to the chin here. Kind of put this little circle here just to kind of show where the neck is. And then this big swooping curve is going to be the chest. He's going to kind of be bent over a little bit, kind of coming at you. So this is kind of, this circle right here, this oval shape, is kind of like the upper body, the chest portion of it, and this part of the back right here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw the shoulder in here just to kind of show where it's going to be, and I'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to draw this line that's going to divide the chest in half, and this is going to kind of help me. I'm going to put my line of action in here to kind of show the bending of the torso. It's kind of almost an S shape, but not quite an S shape. So this is going to kind of be, I'm going to do another curve, another oval shape that's just going to come into this one. It's going to just be further down, like where the midsection is, down to like the crotch area. So this bottom part of this is going to come down to the crotch, and the reason I put this line in here like this is to kind of help me show like the turn of the body, so I can line things up when I'm ready to. So like here you have the stomach and midsection right here, but this is kind of the bottom part of that, so he's turned, and then this is going to be the crotch that's going to kind of show me where the legs are. So I'm going to go put the legs in. I'm going to have this leg coming down to the knee here. It's going to be sticking out. It's going to be closer to you. Put the foot right there. I actually drew him a lot bigger than I planned on originally. I'm going to put this other leg that's going to be coming out to the side a little bit and have it, it's going to be a bent leg. So I'm going to have the calf and the lower leg underneath it. The foot coming out there. The knee. This is going to be his belt. Part of his belt there. He's got that big little silver circle with the red in the middle of the belt, and he's got these random pieces out there like that. And I'm basing this not off any of the comic designs, but the actual design from the cartoon, if you were curious. And you can kind of see more of the chest as opposed to like the lower part of the body, because he is slightly bent forward as well. Alright, so now I'm going to do the shoulder. Remember, the shoulder and the pecs kind of connect right in this portion. Alright, I'm going to do this arm. I'm going to have this hand coming forward with a fist. So I might actually be covering up some of this belt that I did earlier, but no worries. I kind of, still explaining all this to you underneath it is helpful, just so you can kind of, when you look at the image, you can see the depth in it because you know what's behind it. And if you're building the figure like this, it makes it easier to understand that concept because you kind of know what's behind it already. Alright, so here's the fist. We're going to go ahead and block that out right here, throw that in here. Come and add some more detail to that in just a second, but I'm going to continue on this arm a little bit. Throw a little bit of muscle on there with the tricep right here, just slightly have it coming out like there. It's flexed. Same thing with the bicep. Alright, I'm going to have his other arm kind of coming from behind him. coming out. Here's a cylinder for the upper arm. Down to the forearm, which is going to be coming forward. So I'm going to put the other hand right here. And this is just kind of like blocking out where I'm going to have it, but I'm going to kind of have it coming forward. So I'm going to put the thumb in first. And then I'm going to put a little spot for each finger, and then I'm going to come in and do a little more detail to it, but that's just going to help me set it up at first. Alright, so now let's put those finger details in there. I know sometimes he kind of has claw fingers. I don't know if that's just something like he turns on in his suit, like he can shoot out the claws or what, but I'm just going to put him looking regular right there, just like regular fingers. And also he's got those bat wings. I'm going to make sure I put those in there. I'm going to make this a little bigger over here too, because I kind of made this one pretty big. Alright, back to this hand. Put the knuckles down the fingers. Okay, so we got that hand in there. Let's do the wings. Have them coming out here. I always thought that when the show was out, it was one of the things that I thought was so cool was that he could fly, but he also had a really sweet Batmobile too. So now we got his wings out there, and his wings are red, but that doesn't really matter right now because we're not going to color this. Alright, let's go in and come to the face. So he's got long pointy ears. I generally like to draw Batman, Bruce Wayne Batman, with shorter bat ears, but Terry's got some really long ones, so you can't really avoid doing that. Alright, so we got the eyes in there, and like this original circle I did for the face, the eyes are just above it, because I've talked about this in the past, but I'm going to reiterate this. When I have this little circle and where the center line meets the bottom of the circle, that's generally where my nose ends up when I'm drawing a character. So that's one way to help me line up the face. Now if you were going to color this or shade it or whatever, you're only going to see a portion of the nose because his mask is all black. But another cool thing, interesting thing about his mask is you can see his teeth too, which I always thought was funny. Alright, so now let's do the logo, and then we're going to pretty much be done with Terry. This was a really good suggestion I got for a character to add to these videos that I didn't already have on the list. Alright, so we got the symbol on there. Got his belt in there, got some action in there, got some torque in the character, turning that body, the legs. There we got Batman Beyond. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if there's other characters you want to see in this series. And also, please share the video if you liked it, and think about subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and I appreciate it.